Hello and welcome. This update is a bit late due to the January 19th market holiday, but that's low impact. The wheel doesn't depend on daily check-ins, which is exactly why this strategy works for real life. With that said, this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risks before investing. Every weekly update follows the same structure. We review the account, positions, any outcomes since the last update, confirm the tracker, and then look ahead. I always start with a quick account snapshot in Thinkorswim. This gives me context, account balance, buying power, and how much flexibility we still have. This week we are sitting a little lower at 94,000 with about $9,000 in option buying power. Next, I look at what's currently open. This week Netflix and Nvidia were already on the books. Palantir and Tesla were assigned, so we have 100 shares in which we can continue on with the wheel strategy and run covered calls on. I always check the account statements to see if anything closed since our last update. Under filled orders, we don't have anything that closed. This is the contract for Netflix that we opened up on Monday, and then we set the automatic buy order to close that out if we're not online when it drops to 22 cents. Now we confirm everything is logged correctly in the tracker. Tesla and Palantir are the two stocks that were assigned, so we have 100 shares each of those in which we can sell covered calls on, and once we do, we'll update this tracker. Scrolling down to the sandbox, looks like we have 5 cash secured puts that closed out on Friday, and then one today on Tuesday. I also check options play for clean dollar profit and loss context. Options play doesn't show balances. I'm only using it here to see unrealized profit or loss. Okay, we're in options play, the Jim paper trade account. You can see Nvidia showing loss, which tracks with what we see in Thinkorswim. Looking at the sandbox, we have 8 remaining stocks of the original 15. 7 of them have been closed out. Looks like we have another one that can close at 61%. We also see Star Bulk Carriers close to 50%, and we'll continue tracking the rest of these stocks. For our strategy threads, with Netflix being the first stock assigned to us, we will track the full life cycle from puts to assignment to call and back to assignment. We'll continue with Nvidia. And for the small account selection process, this isn't about picking the best stock, it's about testing the process. On January 7th, we sold cash secured puts on every stock that passed our small account rules to see how the life cycle plays out when the selection is removed from the equation. If you are great at stock selection, this strategy can outperform. But if you're not, this shows you what the process alone delivers. And again, these are declared now before outcomes, so whatever happens is what we track. Heading into next week, I'm watching expirations and how price relates to the strike. So we let the trades work, and as always, trade the plan, not the panic. See you in the gym.